We're inside a carnival sideshow tent. A fortune teller sits at a velvet-covered table, hands either side of a crystal ball. She says, "So, Aaron, you made it to the carnival." "Yes. I know your name, and that you've been having the same chopped-up dream over and over. Want to know what it means? First, dear boy, cross my palm." Aaron pays her. She takes his hand, holds it palm upwards, glances at it, then consults her crystal ball. "Let's watch your dream, shall we? Like all dreams, it is episodic, chaotic, incoherent. We are on a bus at night. The windshield explodes inward. Louise. Your best night, and worst decision in one figure-hugging trenchcoat. Breathes fast, grips a shotgun, rushes aboard, ducks behind Aaron, who is all rocker bones, highway eyes. He sits halfway back, one leg in the aisle. He watches everyone who boards. Rain spatters. Wipers thump, even though there's no glass now. Louise breathes behind Aaron, grips the shotgun. Now we're outside the bus. Alongside, driving into the rain, as if trying to overtake it but holding position. Headlights from oncoming cars bloom in the downpour. The view switches. We're facing the front of the bus, still traveling with it. A vintage car driven by Cletus accelerates, splashes up alongside. He raises a Remington 700, sets it across his left forearm, aims it at the bus. Inside the bus, Aaron turns, looks out the window at Cletus. The bus speakers crackle into life, then Greensleeves plays. The bus itself distorts, elongates, and sounds slur. Aaron squints, slams his hands to his ears, hunkers down, winces, twitches, sucks in breath. In his car, Cletus edges forward. He fires the Remington 700 at the bus's front tire. The tire explodes. The bus lurches sideways. Inside the bus, glass and rain fly everywhere. Louise ducks, slowly sets down her shotgun. She raises her arms, as if to receive an infant, stares upward, smiles. Aaron looks at Louise from where he hunkers down behind a seat. Louise says, "Baby?" Abruptly, inside a stretch limo, sunlight flickers past tinted windows. An open champagne bottle rolls and spurts on the floor. Louise, in a chauffeur's cap, drives with one hand, licks cake and icing off the fingers of her other hand. Mom rides alongside Louise. Mom has blonde hair, drugstore lipstick. A plate bearing a cake rests on a clipboard she is holding. Inside the limousine's passenger area, alone, Aaron stares into the distance, silent, his birthday hat cocked. HI's hands clench. An urn marked Cletus rattles next to the champagne ice bucket. Laughter comes from the ladies in the front seats. Louise licks frosting off a knife blade. Mom sets the clipboard down. Mom hands Aaron a dark green semi-acoustic guitar with 2 F-holes. He takes it, holds it like it bites. Mom says, "A perfectly good guitar." The sequence jumps to an underpass at night. A punk sprays the finishing touches to a mural of a white electric guitar on the underpass wall. She then skates off. 2 more punks claw at chain link fencing. One lights a fire in an oil drum, while the other looks on and cheers. The cheering punk throws firecrackers into the fire, and they explode. Aaron and Louise saunter along. Aaron carries the antique semi-acoustic guitar over his shoulder. Aaron and Louise both carry a can of beer. Aaron blows a bubble with his gum, pops it, bumps Louise with his shoulder. Louise grabs his gum, sticks it in her mouth, runs away. We now see Louise straddle a low concrete barrier, tagged and half crumbling. She sticks the gum to it. Aaron sits behind her, the guitar over his leg. Louise says, "Pick a chord, baby. Go twang." Aaron stands, grabs the guitar in one hand, Louise's hand in the other. He pulls her away from the concrete barrier. We jump to see Aaron press Louise against the chain link fence. Aaron looks at Louise intensely, then kisses her. He breaks off a rusted section of wire from the chain link fence, raises his sleeve, wraps the wire around his forearm. He tightens, yanks, slices, bleeds. He presses his arm to the guitar, smears blood on it. Louise leans in, kisses the blood. She says, "Music ain't music without a wound." Back on the bus, Aaron winces. A blood-soaked bandana is tied around his wrist. The guitar nestles in his lap. Blood glints on its strings and frets. People in the seats around him watch with blank faces. Someone behind coughs. He turns. The bus is suddenly empty. The driver's mirror catches his eye. An older version of himself stands motionless, staring back treacherously. The speakers crackle. Greensleeve sounds. Aaron grips the guitar neck with both hands. His hands blanch. Then we're outside in a backyard. It's sunny, with lawn chairs, a folding table loaded with a stack of paper plates, picnic food, and an urn marked Cletus. Family chatter drifts from the house. Aaron sits alone in a lawn chair. Facial expression blank. An arm with his own bloody bandana wrapped around the wrist offers him a paper plate of picnic fare. Aaron recoils, topples the lawn chair and table. The urn falls, rolls in a circle on the grass. Glints of sunlight ricochet off the surface. Cut to the upstairs hallway of a 1990s suburban home. It's daytime. Aaron tops the carpeted stairs. He wears a Sony Walkman, carries high school textbooks. He heads to the master bedroom, enters without knocking. Mom sprays her bangs, pokes them with a comb. She sees him in the mirror. She smiles at him and says, "They'll murder you up there." Next to her elbow lies a manila envelope. Address typed on a label, a red MIT seal stamped on the flap, already torn open. Aaron scoops up the envelope, heads for the door. Mom says, "Aaron." She grabs a box of condoms, follows after him, throws it. Frankie says, "Relax, don't do it. But if you do." Aaron catches the box. After a beat, he says, "The lamb." Back on the city bus, Louise walks the aisle, pops bubblegum, handing out flyers. She slaps one to Aaron's chest. He reads, "GG Final Show, June 27, 1000. 993. No refunds. She grabs the flyer back, sits next to him, sticks it to the window beside him. Across the aisle, the skeleton of Gigi sits grinning. Aaron tightens. Aaron says, "Wasn't my bag." Louise disagrees. "You told him it'd chill him out." Aaron's eyes fill with tears. "He was fine." Louise, "Not by morning." Gigi slumps on Louise. She continues, "He's yours now." The flyer on the window peels and drops. Greensleeves plays. We cut to the city bus entrance. It's still nighttime. Louise enters with a shotgun. She steps along to the phantom of herself, who is frozen in her arms up pose, as if ready to hold a baby. Louise 2 genuflects beside Louisione. Louisa 2 cocks the rifle, then squints down the sights. Louisione says, "Hit me." Back at the entrance, Cletus kicks into the bus. He grips a rifle and a pistol. He stomps down the aisle toward both Louises. He raises the pistol. Louise 2 fires her shotgun. Cletus drops. Louise 2 stands, marches to the front, and exits. A second elapses, then Aaron starts after Louise 2, but stops when he reaches Cletus. Aaron watches Louise 2 disappear up the road. He looks towards the driver's seat. It's suddenly daytime. The bus is intact, and we're at the driver's hatch, looking at the passenger entrance. The bus driver, Aaron, steps aboard. He pauses in the doorway and stares at the empty driver's seat. It is his first outing. He sits, grips the wheel, looks out the windshield. Blank road, gray skies. He stirs life into the motor and drives. The vehicle rattles. From the bus ceiling behind him, passenger handles dangle and sway. At a red light, he glances in the mirror. The bus is still empty. The light goes green. He pulls forward. Another red. He checks the rear view again. Now there are passengers, including Louise, arms wide as if to accept a baby. Aaron blinks. His breaths are shallow. He doesn't stop. Greensleeves plays. The same city bus, but now nighttime. The bus stops. The doors open, and Cletus, in his trademark Stetson, enters, bearing a handgun and a newspaper. Cletus nods to the driver, sits near the middle, opens his newspaper. Now, we are gazing at Cletus's convertible, racing with its top down, wind roaring. Cletus drives, grinning under his Stetson. Louise in back, laughs with exhilaration. Aaron nods, smiles. His smile fades. His jaw hardens, and he looks murderously at Cletus. He stands, leans forward, grabs the wheel, yanks it hard right. The convertible careens. Louise screams. Everything goes black. Back on the city bus, Cletus folds his paper, stands and walks the aisle. He draws the handgun from his waistband. Aaron cowers in the back, eyes closed tight. Cletus lifts the gun. He aims at Aaron's chest. Aaron, terrified, hums Greensleeves. Cletus halts. Aaron hums louder, then begins to sing. What child is this? Cletus grips the .38 with both hands, stiffens and squints, as if puzzled. Aaron rises. Who? Laid to rest. He reaches out and rips the .38 from Cletus and fires. Cletus wobbles left, then jumps out the nearest bus window. The window glass smashes. Aaron looks round the packed bus, sees staring faces, empty eyes. He fires up at the roof. Everyone crashes through the windows, just like Cletus. Glass flies, and the cold night rain whips in. Louise stares from the front of the city bus. Gigi the skeleton smiles sideways. Aaron lifts the handgun, looks down the barrel as if trying to see how clean it is. Back in the stretch limo, sunlight stutters through tinted windows. An open champagne bottle rolls across the floor and stops at Aaron's boot. He's 18, and his birthday hat is crooked. He wears a blank stare. Across his lap lies the semi-acoustic guitar. Cake is everywhere. Louise drives, just one hand on the wheel. She's cute in a chauffeur's cap. She looks back through the mirror. Her eyes meet his. She says, "Make a wish." Aaron looks at the cake in his lap at the single candle flickering. He leans in, then blows out the candle. Back in the carnival tent, Aaron asks, "What does it mean?" The fortune teller smiles knowingly. She speaks low, as if confiding a secret. "What all dreams mean, Aaron? Use the darn condoms."